Someone once said, to succeed in passing off a big lie, you must surround it with many small truths. Imagine with me, 47 years. And Iran issues hostile statements against America and takes antagonistic stances against America and sometimes launches some missiles. Right? These are some of the small truths that are released to protect the big lie. But where is the big lie? Bring the proof, Al-Mullah, if you are truthful, and listen to the story. In an interview with Hashmi Rafsanjani in 1997, the famous American broadcaster Mike Wallace said to him, the broadcaster said to him, let's play a game. I am the United States and you are Iran. I will give you money. What will you give me? Rafsanjani replied with a smile and said, then we will be ready to talk to you. Rafsanjani, in the same interview, spoke about marriage contracts in Tehran for a day or two and considered it, a natural thing to satisfy instincts. It can be said that Iran loves America a lot, but it's a one-sided love, and that America has been involved with Iran more than once through one-day marriage contracts to satisfy its instincts. This happened in Afghanistan, it happened in Iraq, and it happened in Tehran itself when the Iran-Contra scandal broke. This was the time when Israel facilitated Iran's acquisition of weapons from America in its war against Saddam Hussein's regime. A one-sided love, these feelings of love were carried by Sadiq Kharazi, Ahmadinejad, and Hassan Rouhani, Muhammad Jawad Zarif, Ibrahim Raisi, Abbas Araqji, and Masoud Pezeshkian. But the stubborn American does not like to be linked to Iran in a formal relationship. He only wants it to satisfy his instincts. But Iran continues to seek affection, even if for one day here and another day there. Was Faisal Qasim exaggerating when he called it the axis of dalliance? In 2003, this man, Tim Guldiman, arrived in Washington in his capacity as the Swiss ambassador to Tehran. He held the position of custodian of American interests in Iran. He arrived with an Iranian document in hand, a new love letter. Don't forget that in 2003, American soldiers were to the east and west of Iran in Afghanistan and Iraq. The document, prepared by Sadiq Kharazi, had received the supreme leader's approval. The offer stunned American circles as Tehran announced its readiness to abandon support for Hamas and Islamic Jihad and pressure them to stop their attacks against Israel and support the disarmament of Hezbollah and its transformation into a political party, and accept the Saudi peace plan issued in 2002 and the readiness to hand over Afghan fighters to America. But what happened? American intransigence broke Iran's heart and tore up the Iranian love letter. And Bush appeared in a famous speech describing Iran as part of the axis of evil, from Tim Guldiman 20 years ago to Badr al-Busaidi. At the beginning of this year, the delivery of love letters and Iran's concessions to the Great Satan, or to Iran's American Prince Charming, continued. But American intransigence always repelled this love and ended this relationship. Iran's Prince Charming actually prefers to engage in bilateral and respectful relations with stable, influential entities and countries with a global presence such as Gulf, European and Asian nations. Iran's Prince Charming prefers his relationship with Iran to be a fleeting one, a one-day marriage contract. As Rafsanjani said, to satisfy America's interests and instincts. And these fleeting relationships, you see, are many, embodied in the Bonn and Geneva conferences in the case of Afghanistan, and the London Conference for the Iraqi opposition in 2002 in the case of Iraq, and the nuclear deal in 2015. Someone wondered, why didn't Iran use the Strait of Hormuz as a weapon during the genocide in Gaza? The answer, my dear, is that Iran makes use of Palestine essentially just as it makes use of Hormuz. Both are merely tools used to persuade the American side to come to the negotiation bed. Excuse me, the negotiation table. And Hezbollah, Hamas, the Al-Houthi, and the loyalist Iraqi militias are nothing but seductions and lingerie that Iran puts on in a long, one-sided love affair. And toxic with the American Prince Charming, so that he comes to the negotiation bed, excuse me once again, to the negotiation table. Iran's gendered coy behavior is always evident in the gradual way they announce a relationship. At first, there are absolutely no negotiations happening. In the middle, yes, there are some indirect negotiations taking place. Finally, yes, we are now in the negotiation bed. "Oh, excuse me," for the third time at the negotiation table. They play hard to get while they are actually willing, or they enjoy it while being the ones who want it.